right, so we're out here at one of our clients' house, Miss Teresa, one of our royalty clients, and we're doing a repair. So we have our technician, Mr. Matthew, and he's been getting her comfort back to her kingdom. So stay tuned, come join.
The issue here today?
So we had a tech come out previously. They were getting no heat. He came up here and he found that the igniter would kick on, but it was never actually sending the signal to the gas valve, so we were never getting the 24 volts to actually get our flame. So we had to go ahead and order a new board. I came today, installed the new board. As you can see, we got gas and we got flame. So we're testing her now, make sure everything's on up.
Beautiful. And when there's just a kind of another subset of questions here, when there's a more complicated and less complicated solution, how do you determine what to present to homeowners?
A lot of it has to do with age and equipment of the system. Obviously not everybody can always afford to replace a whole system right now, but on the same hand, I don't want to do what I like to call a band-aid. I don't want to put a part in where in another week or two I'm going to be back out possibly dealing with another issue and we're back out of heat or AC again. So usually you just kind of have to go through the unit and I mean with your findings use your best educated guess. I mean what's going to be best for the customer. If I came out here and say the flame wasn't kicking on and we looked into it and saw the heat exchanger was starting to rust out, capacitors were dead, well when things like that start piling up, especially this thing's already 10 years old, then that would have been something to address maybe that way. But a situation like this, the system itself is pretty clean, working properly, installed fairly nice. Unfortunately, the board just shorted out on that one relay for the gas valve.
Roseville, California, and he's just showing me the text thread of his team. Motivational quotes.
Just communication. I mean, that's really key, is just communication, knowing what's going on the day prior, right? Setting your team up for success. Yeah, we do got House Call Pro, you got your CRM program where they could look at that stuff, but you need something to celebrate your daily wins as well. Communication of what's going on throughout the day. And look, I just keep going right here, and it's just win after win after win after win after win. And us just really communicating to make sure that we deliver the best customer service every single time, and that's what we're super hyper focused on. The business will come, and we got to remember what I think I said it last time, Tim. People don't remember what you say, they remember the way you make them feel. So this right here is accountability right there.
And I was just saying, I appreciate you in this relationship. I always feel good after I leave hanging out with you, whether it's at an event or here. You do a good job, you're intentional, and you kind of have to lead the pack. You can't just say that, you have to lead the pack in your energy. And I know it's tough sometimes, but
absolutely, especially being a business owner, I mean, obstacles and challenges come as being a business owner, right? So you got to not wear your attitude on your sleeve. People can't be aware of what's going on the outside of what's going on the inside. So you got to very wear that face every single day. You got to be true, genuine, right? And care about the people. And like you said, every time you and I get together, it's genuine because I care about you. I care about our relationship.
and we're excited to bring you part 2 of starting an HVAC company. I hope you guys watched that one already. Part 2, bumps and breakthroughs here in Roseville, California. Let's go.
Bumps and breakthroughs, let's go.
How do you make that decision about when it's a teaching opportunity and when do you go out?
So when we come out on site like this, I like to use it as teaching moments or things that we could coach to improve ourselves. So this is one of our royalty technicians, one of our senior technicians, Mr. Matthew over here, and just taking the opportunity to kind of go through the system. So we're here doing a tune-up and a repair. We have 2 systems, one over here on the left, one over here on the right. And one thing that me and Matthew was just talking about is, first off, this attic is amazing. You don't really see attics like this here in California. But as we're here communicating, what I like to see is, communicating with the homeowner.
putting the relationship before the whole business, and I think Matt did a really good job here today doing that. And when you communicate your findings, really being confident about your findings as well, presenting solutions as well, and making sure that the homeowner is aware of everything. And you did a great job. Kind of go over what the repair was today that you did. We were just kind of talking about it a minute ago. So what happened was we had another tech come out before. They had a no heat call. He came up here to do his diagnosis, started running through the heat cycle, and he found that it stopped at the igniter. The igniter would kick on, get power and glow, but we were never getting power to the gas valve, so we never actually got the flame. At that point, he determined, I believe, the relay for the board of the gas valve section was out, so we had to order a new board. I came back today, I installed the board, and then I verified the system running. First thing, it fired right up. We got right to the igniter heating up. Got right to the gas valve kicking on, let that run for a minute, turn the thermostat up some more to make sure second stage was working properly, and got that working as well.
Does it feel complicated on the sales side?
No, not necessarily. I feel like a lot of it is, like he said earlier, that relationship with the customer. If you have a good relationship with them and you actually do your job and you can take pictures and show proof behind your findings, it's real easy. If you just come in to try to sell something just to sell something, that's not going to go over too well more times than not.
So it doesn't even feel like a real sales process. It feels like a service process.
Yeah, exactly. More like a service call, because they're not pushing us to sell things that aren't needed here. So we're just trying to make the customer happy and comfortable at the end of the day.
He's always has that smile, huh, Matthew?
That's right.
Keep it going, kid. No, I appreciate him. He's a rock star.
Well, let me get this little knob sealed up and then we down so.
Tell me the truth about Jason now that he's gone.
Nah, Jason's cool. I like Jason. He's a good guy.
Hey, what do you like about working at Realty Heating and Air?
It doesn't feel much like a job. We all get along pretty well and we all joke around and we get to have a good time together, so it doesn't make the work feel like work.
Putting on the finishing touches here, how do you like to leave the job once you're completed? Does it feel like you haven't even been here?
Yeah, I like to try to leave it a little better than I found it as far as condition goes. Like this, for example. I mean, these are just old plastic, right? They get brittle, they fray off, but that's what holds the door on. And this was just sitting on the floor, so we're gonna try to make it work again so it can hold the door on better.
Amazing. Thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's super nice of you.
This is what it's about, man, is when we go to our client's house and they feel that exceptional service, right? They give you gifts, and one of our gifts is a nice bottle of Josh wine. So thank you, Miss Teresa. We appreciate you.
And he said he has commercial.
Yeah, he's giving us commercial buildings as well. They own several commercial buildings throughout our market, and they're not satisfied with the HVAC company that they've been using. So that's referral, Google reviews, and gifts. See you tonight. Christmas party. Woo woo.
Hey, Jason.
Hey, I was just calling to see, are you at your appointment? Or are you on your way? Or what's, I was going to see if I could meet you out there.
Yeah, I'm on my way. I'll be there in
Several commercial
17 minutes.
She hasn't pulled her furnace upstairs, and she says that when she turned it on, she saw some smoke coming out of the vent.
Upstairs?
Yeah, I haven't turned it on. Yeah, she turned it on. I haven't turned it on yet at all.
Is this a diagnostic? Or?
No, it's a tune-up. So she's calling because she said that she turned it off for the first time. That now that it's getting cold, and she noticed a smell, and then she went upstairs and saw smoke coming out of her vent. Then she turned it off, called us, and then Billy said we'll come and do a tune-up, check it out.
Perfect. And here we are today. So let's go in. That's when you know you're a baller, is when you have a straight door to your attic in California. It's just about first impression. Showing that you care. So we call these our floor savers, because we're here to protect our floors, right? And as you all see, at Royalty, we take care of their kingdoms, as this is a very big kingdom. 5-star. 5-star. Right? see some feces right
Yeah,
there. Too.
I did bring that up to her attention. She noticed that.
So first thing I look at, rodent feces right
So
there.
when we step in there, take your shoe covers off,
Yeah.
step back in, put them on.
Yep. Only one unit in here? Three units.
It's a
in this
3-system house.
house. So 3-system house. This was the concern unit.
Yeah.
So when she turned this system on, she started seeing smoke coming out of one of her vents.
And a smell.
Was it the rat poop?
Was it?
Was it the rat poop or is it the furnace going out?
Dun dun dun.
We'll see.
We shall find out. What's the most common issue in this situation?
In the situation we're in right now?
Yeah.
The most common is when we take these doors off right here. As you can see, it's a York system. What's going to happen is typically your blower is going to be behind the door. There's going to be a lot of dust and dirt, especially if you look right here. I mean, that's probably getting inside the system as well. So one of the biggest failures or premature failures in an HVAC system is collective dust and dirt within the system. Definitely premature failure, especially during heating season when she's talking about smelling something. When you turn this thing on, especially right now in California, it's one of our first cold spells. They ignite the heat exchanger and there's so much dust and dirt that it's burning it off, and typically you start getting those smells. But obviously with heating season, we want to do a deeper dive into it for the safety in the family to make sure it's ready to operate for this upcoming season. And that's why Royalty's out here. That's why our senior technician Jeremy's out here to make sure that they get the peace of mind today.
So we've got a prediction.
A prediction: dirty blower wheel. Burners are probably extremely dirty as well. We'll also snake a camera inside the heat exchanger, make sure there's no cracks or compromises as well. But I'm saying that there's probably some dust and dirt in there. That's probably the smell that she's getting when it's igniting.
All right, so let's see if you're right.
Let's see.
It's gonna be, she hasn't turned her furnace on maybe like in a year or so. So maybe it's just that first furnace smell, burning off all that dust and dirt. Let's see what year this system is. Start off with the first door.
All right.
All right, we got a York. So right here, we're gonna use this camera right here to check the heat exchangers. You turn this on like this. This camera out. So check this out.
We're live.
What's this?
We're live.
We're live.
We're live.
We're live.
So just careful, this unit is live still, so just watch out. Check those burners out. So right now I'm gonna jump into heating mode, and then we'll check that vent out and see if that smoke comes out that she was talking about. Let's jump this into heating. I can just manually jump it here, just test it out. So I'm gonna put it on the R terminal, which is 24 volts, and I'm gonna send 24 volts to the W, which is your heating terminal.
So you're bypassing the thermostat, so we don't have to go to the thermostat. See, click on the system.
So inducer motor's on. The hot surface igniter is about to kick on right here. Look, come over here. And then the igniter's about to come on. And then the gas valve is going to kick on right now. There you go.
Get it. And so when we're looking at the flame, there's a couple things that we look at. You look at the rollout, but then you also want to look at the flame and you want to see a really, really nice bluish purple. You shouldn't see any orange flickering because that means a little too much oxygen is getting in there, which could also be cracks or compromises as well. And then also running a combustion analyzer on the unit as well, just to reconfirm and check the safety of the unit as well. But I see a little bit of glowing, some orange. So like Jeremy said, we'll go ahead and scope it, camera it, take a look in a little bit more detail and see what's going on. I do enjoy Jeremy. He's a cool dude. Hey, you can just take that little part off.
It's like, yeah, Jason, I need you to micromanage me right now.
Do you ever hate when your manager just stands over your shoulder and tells you what to do?
No.
Why don't you hand me the tool and I'll do it for you?
How about you just give me a kiss in the mouth? I'll take that.
This is when you've known your employees. 15 years of friendship right here. One of, I would probably say, my best friend in the trades of HVAC.
Even over your cousin?
Ooh. 1 and 2.
The thing is, I know Dave too. I've known Dave for
Just as long.
for the same amount of time, and I get along with Dave too pretty good.
Who do you like better?
Shoot, that's a good question. That's a good one. Oh, that's Jason. I opened it up and everything. I checked. I saw a lot of. Here, I'll show you real quick.
Something problem?
To me, your furnace is like about 20 years old, right? So I opened this up right here. This is where inside here is where your fan is right here. Okay, so I opened it up. I took some pictures with my camera right here. That I did notice a lot of due to the age. I noticed a lot of dust buildup, and I'll show you that. Okay.
Okay, anyway, there are lots of dust.
A lot of dust and dirt. So what we recommend is while we're out here performing a system clean, like I was telling you, so we'll completely disassemble and pull all those components out, chemically clean them for you, put them back in and retest everything. And to do that would be an investment. Typically it's $12.95. We have a promotion going on for $6.95.
So shady, my camera wasn't pulling up the picture right away.
I think it was actually the dust being all
The dust and everything just kind of.
It's what's in the air.
They made it very obvious though that like it's not a safe environment for this.
We'll choose coffee over too. The outcome is exactly what we did, right? So when you hyper focus on customer relationship, bring them to the system, inform and educate them and find it, happily involve them with the system rejuvenation cleaning. We'll also land them as a club membership. There's 3 systems here, which means future work. And she said she's gonna tell all her friends tonight when she has her little Bumpco Christmas party.
Amazing, because they might have very similar houses in similar area with about the same age of system.
Yep. How do you dominate the market? You dominate one neighborhood at a time. I'm excited that I started the company because this allows me to make a bigger impact in the community that I live, and not just make a bigger impact in the community, it keeps my feet on the ground here with my beautiful family, so I'm not traveling as much. So here we got the beautiful office, the front room. We got our beautiful CSR dispatchers right here. We got King Air. King Air is our mascot, and as you can see, when we moved into this building a year ago, y'all saw the part 1 video, we just got it wrapped. And my focus point was when you walk into this building, how can you get a smack in the face of loyalty? So we have our mission statement, our vision statement, our core values, and yeah, this is where really the magic happens, and the girls keep it nice and clean as well. Now behind this door right here, we got our king chair, which is for the kings and queens of loyalty here and there. They have a lot of fun with this chair right here. Behind me,
This is like massively improved from the first time I was here,
this
right?
wasn't even here the last time. So we did a full build out right here, and we extended from the front of the office. This used to be our warehouse right here. And we did epoxy floor. I wanted to get something really sexy to make a statement when we do a lot of our content creating and our videos here. And one thing you'll notice is here at Loyalty Heating and Air, behind me, we got complete food, snacks. That's something that we deliver with our employees is when you're an employee here, we want to make sure that you have food, you eat, and we have complete snacks all the time, complimentary.
I'm glad he's still here. He didn't get fired.
Dave's here. Dave has not been fired yet. As you can see, they love messing with Dave. They got air scrubbers on them. They got passing the baton. Dave is just always the guy that's the life of the party, you know? We got set up for Christmas as we're walking through the holidays. One thing that we added was I like to have fun with our team. I'm not a business owner that in the morning when the guys are loading up and everything, I'm not trying to rush them out. I want them to have fun. I want them to hang out and really collab together in the morning. And this is where they collab, they hang out, and they have fun. And then let's take a look at the refrigerator, you know? I feel like I'm on Cribs right now where it's like, what's in the fridge? What's in the fridge? Oh! So, we got our Alani's over here. A lot of our employees need that extra energy right here. So we got Alani's fully stocked. I like my Sprite, especially during the winter season right now. People get the little stomach bug. Got your Gatorade, your water, your vitamin water.
Family friendly.
Family friendly, look at that. Absolutely, got some bottles going on, more Sprite. Then you got, look at this. You got food, you got ice cream. They're always eating in the air fryer. Snacks right there. Also, if you're a field employee, right, you don't even have to come in to the office to eat because we provide you food out in the field. So as we continue to walk through here, we are in the operations of creating a loyalty podcast as well, talking about the good, the bad, the ugly, right, the obstacles, the challenges, what the wins are, and we'll be showcasing that in 2026, and I'm super excited to be able to showcase that. This is my office right here, and Miss Billy, when I'm here, right, I'm traveling all the time, this is where I like to sit, so this is where I like to say the magic happens for J-Dub. And sometimes I just sit in here, I turn the lights off, and I just manifest, right? What the day's gonna be, what the month's gonna look like, and then tracking everything on the board, right? Writing down our goal numbers, not just writing them down, keeping them visually in front of you so you understand what installs need to be done, what needs to be put on the board for service. Now rolling out here, this used to just be the warehouse, right? And so what I wanted to develop when we did the build out was having 3 different bays. So I have bay 1, bay 2, bay 3. We're up to the point of running 3 install crews right now. So when the guys come in, they roll up the doors, they have their install equipment already staged for them. As you can see, they have their yard signs to make sure that they mark it. Install packets come in this packet right here, as well as their CRM program, but this is gonna have all the pictures, the documentation, to make it easier to understand if there's any obstacles or challenges. This is really cool. I'm not the best dart thrower, but we'll see how we go right here. But this dartboard represents $100. Man, what do you mean by $100, right? Every time our employee gets a Google review or a video, they could even double dip on it for $200. They get the opportunity to throw a dart. And I'm not, the best dart thrower, but every single time you get opportunity to make money just to do the job that you're doing. And so it makes it super fun every single Friday. Our team's out here cheering each other on, and they get opportunity to win $100 for bullseye. The green outside bullseye is $50, and then you have your doubles and triples and everything. So, they make a lot of money doing that, which I appreciate the Google reviews because, why wouldn't I pay them and give them a little extra bonus for doing the right job, right? The right thing. This right here, every single morning, these bins, as our employees are out in the field, they're replenishing what the truck stock is. So they fill out their truck stock every single morning. The next day, our warehouse guy will fill these up. They'll come, they'll grab their bins, replenish everything. So we're not going to the supply houses, so we're working very efficient. And then this is our cage right here. We had this built, so this is usually locked up. But as you can see, we have some tools in here. We got some parts, some materials, some truck stock. This is being a little bit different. They don't even do this in California. Something I found in Texas is duck strapping. So these are duck hangers, so it allows the ductwork not to kink or bend, and they're called saddles. No one in our market does it. I've never seen it. I've only seen one company use these in Texas. And I said, you know what? A good way to stand out. We're gonna start utilizing them here as well. We also got our Nuva thermostats. This is a brand new box, so that's why it says do not use, because we want to use the ones that we already have, which are down here. We are super excited to be a part of Nuva. The reason why is because brand recognition. I just sold my house. The new buyers don't know who the HVAC company of Royalty Heating and Air who is servicing it. So it gives them the opportunity to understand who the company is. It puts your logo and your brand on the thermostat and keeps them part of your club membership. This is some stock right here. We try to keep everything nice and organized. Ductwork, sheet metal, some furnace stands. a negative pressure duct cleaning machine. We have 2 duct cleaning machines. You got your line set, insulation, sheet metal, air scrubbers. And yeah, this is really what the Royalty Heating and Air Company has been established in the last year and 3 months. Been able to grow.
If I came back here in a year and you absolutely just knock it out of the park and you hit that goal and you crank, what will you have done that makes it so clear that you're going to hit it? Like, let's say you hit 3.5 million. What do you think it will have been that you did?
More trucks, more people, following the process, following the procedures.
Yeah.
That's it. Don't be scared to do it. Don't be scared to hire. Be quick to hire and be quick to fire.
It's funny, it actually frees you up to hire more when you know you can fire.
Yeah.
People get so
Don't be
scared
to
because
fire.
if they can't fire, then they get way scared to hire.
As a business owner, I never want to feel like I am a prisoner to my employees.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel like I'm handcuffed and my employees own me, right? That's never how it is. And I go to companies all the time and they feel like they're handcuffed and they feel like they're the prisoner. Own your company, take your company back.
Seems like people that take care of their employees and like you're doing all this stuff, you got the food and you're sending food to them and stuff on the job, you're doing all these nice things. It's weird though, if you don't do stuff like that, a lot of times people feel beholden and handcuffed to their employees more because yeah, no one is going to replace them because you're not nice. But if you're doing a lot of stuff, it feels like you're doing a lot for the employees, but there are also way easier to replace if you do that.
Absolutely.
Because it's like, well, this is actually a dope place to work.
It is a dope place to work. And that's one thing that I take pride in is I don't have a hiring problem, okay? I got people wanting to work here. I got people calling every single day, phones ringing, hey, are you hiring? But I'm not an employee that overhires because I don't want to be the employee that fires.
Yeah, but the ability to, crucial.
You have to fire if they're the wrong people. They're cancer, you got to get rid of them. You can't hold on to them, I'm telling you. It's like a basket of fruit, right? You have one rotten fruit in there, and that's your culture. You come back the next day, everything that fruit is touching turns into what? Rotten crap.
All right, thank you for doing the office tour. Thanks for showing me a day in the life.
Day in the life, baby. Here we go.
They're so thorough with every detail of the website. Working with Hook, the design is probably 50x better than any other design I've ever had. Their team is super communicative, and I mean this genuinely. I'm happy to pay you guys to work with us. It's been a tremendous experience.